Hi, I'm Craig. I'm one of the multi-talented clinicians at comingunstuck.com. I'm here to introduce myself as a therapist. I don't really like that title, therapist. I'm not really that excited about the title counsellor either, or clinician, or any of the words that most people use to describe the role that we play in that official therapeutic conversation. So I don't really mind what you call me, but what I want to offer you here is a safe place to have a yarn. The site, if you have a look around, you'll notice that you can interact with me in a range of different ways as one of the clinicians. And I want to tell you just a little bit about who I am and how I came to be a counsellor, and some of the people that influenced me along that path. One of the books that I read that in the last, I suppose, 5 or 6 years was a lady who's not really a therapist, or didn't begin to work in that sort of area, but she started talking about Carl Jung and the idea of the shadow. And she used this metaphor of a castle, and that when we're little kids we have this castle with hundreds of beautiful rooms in it, and over time people give us feedback about the different rooms in the castle, and some people will say, oh no, you can't have that room, that's dreadful, that's shameful. And so one by one we shut different doors to rooms in this magnificent castle, and as we develop and age and have different experiences and hear what our parents are saying and what our teachers and friends and brothers and sisters, and eventually we end up living in maybe 2 or 3 rooms of this amazing castle. And so one of the really useful things or ways that I'd like to think about the therapeutic space is that it's a space where you can very safely or confidently explore your castle again. Have a look in some of those rooms that have been shut off and in the shadow, as Carl Jung, the famous psychologist, would describe it. Have a look in there and see what happens when you sit down with another human being and share some of those dark spaces, and you might discover that there's some really important, powerful things in there that sometimes aren't so bad. Maybe they are really bad, and maybe they're really heavy, horrible things that you don't want to remember, but you still remember and feel like maybe you do want to work through some of that tough, heavy stuff. And that seems to be a lot of the work that counsellors end up doing, is helping people make sense of some of the stuff that's either happened to them or the things that they're doing to themselves in their own mind by telling themselves stories that may or may not be true, or may or may not be that helpful. So have a look around Coming Unstuck, the site. Have a look at my subdomain, my page as a therapist, counsellor, clinician, whatever you want to call me. And if you want to have a talk to me one-on-one, you can book yourself directly into my diary. You can register as an anonymous user if you want, and comment on my blogs, or have a chat to me in that sort of way. And you know, we can get started about giving you a safe place to have a yarn. So I hope you enjoy Coming Unstuck. See you there.